Good morning, my dear students. In this tutorial, we discuss part 3 of straight lines concept. Look here. First one, normal form. Second, perpendicular form. Third, perpendicular distance from a point to the line. Fourth one, distance between parallel lines. Fifth, symmetric form. Sixth, parametric form. These 6 points we discuss. First one, normal form. Equation of the line in normal form is x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p. X cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p. That is the equation of the line in normal form is x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p, where p is the distance from origin to the line. Alpha is the angle made by the normal from origin to the line with x-axis in positive direction. It is the equation of the line which is at a distance p units from origin, and its normal makes an angle alpha with x-axis in positive direction. Alpha range is 0 to 360. Alpha range 0 to 360. Here alpha is not inclination. Inclination range is 0 to 180 only. But here alpha range is 0 to 2 pi. X-axis, y-axis, p units away, it is O, it is A, it is B, it is N. ON is normal. Normal means perpendicular to the line. That is normal drawn from origin to the line. It is at a distance p units. It is perpendicular distance from origin to the line. ON makes angle alpha with x-axis in positive direction. Here direction also important. Alpha positive direction or that is anti-clockwise direction is alpha. Now the equation of the line is x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p. We derived that. In triangle ONA, find OA. Next, in triangle ONB, find OB. It is alpha. This angle is 90 minus alpha. So this angle is 90. This angle is alpha. This angle is alpha. Automatically this angle is alpha because here 90 minus alpha ONB is a right angle triangle. So here angle is alpha. If we have to find OA and OB, we can write the equation of the line in intercept form x by OA plus y by OB equal to 1. So how to find these values OA and OB? In triangle ONA, you know alpha, and you know one side P, OB, OA is hypotenuse, ON is adjacent to alpha, so we have to take the ratio cos alpha. In triangle ONA, cos alpha equal to ON by OA, that is P by OA, implies OA equal to P by cos alpha. In triangle ONB, ON is opposite to alpha, P. It is opposite side. OB is opposite to the right angle. So it is hypotenuse. Opposite hypotenuse. The ratio sine. You have to take the sine in the triangle. Sine alpha equal to ON by OB, that is P by OB. From this, OB equal to P by sin alpha. Thus, we get the values of OA and OB. These are the intercepts of the line. Now, we can write the equation of the line. Equation of the line is x by OA plus y by OB equal to 1, which implies x by OA is P by cos alpha plus y by P by sin alpha equal to 1. That means x cos alpha by P plus y sin alpha by P equal to 1, which follows that x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to P. Here the range of alpha is 0 to 360, 2 pi, 0 to 360. If the line is horizontal like this, what happened? ON is here, ON makes angle 90 with x-axis. So alpha is 90 in that case. If the line is down to x-axis, ON is this, alpha makes angle with x-axis in positive direction, that become 270. So if the line is horizontal, alpha equal to 90 or 270. Next, if the line is vertical, that means vertical is left to y-axis or right to y-axis. If left to y-axis, in that case, alpha is 180 because the angle is like this. Right to this, alpha is 0. So, in case of vertical line, alpha is either 0 or 180. Okay, these are the other cases of the normal form. So, except horizontal, vertical, the equation of the line must be like that. In case of that also, horizontal or vertical, you can apply horizontal alpha equal to 90, it becomes 0, it becomes 1, y equal to p. Alpha equal to 180, x equal to, here sin 0, x equal to minus p. Okay, now we are going to another concept, perpendicular form. Equation of the line in general form is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Divide with root of a square plus b square. We get a by root of a square plus b square x into plus y into b by root of a square plus b square plus c by root of a square plus b square equal to, you take that, minus c by root of a square plus b square, because there equal to 0, you take that side, minus c by root of a square plus b square. Next, x into a by minus a by root of a square plus b square plus y into minus b by root of a square plus b square equal to c by root of a square plus b square. If you multiply with minus, we get this. It is x cos alpha y sin alpha equal to p. It is x cos alpha y sin alpha equal to p. So, normal form can be converted into perpendicular form. X cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p. P is a perpendicular distance that is always positive. So, minus c by root of a square plus b square or c by root of a square plus b square, depending on the value of c. If c is greater than or equal to 0, you take this. If c is less than 0, you take this. C greater than or equal to 0, you take this. Because the number after equal to must be a positive quantity that indicates the perpendicular distance from origin to the line. minus c by root of a square plus b square or c by root of a square plus b square. Depending on the value of c, this quantity must be positive. This is in case of c less than 0. This is c greater than or equal to 0. It is the value of p. P equal to plus or minus c by root of a square plus b square. So it is the form x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p. These two are called perpendicular form 1 and 2. These two are called perpendicular form. Depending on the value of c, c is positive c by root of a square plus b square. C is negative minus c by root of a square plus b square. P is a perpendicular distance. From this we get the third point, perpendicular distance from a point to the line. But here we get a good point, that is note. Perpendicular distance from origin to the line. Perpendicular distance from origin to the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is mod c by root of a square plus b square. How we get this mod c by root of a square plus b square? Look here. Here the number after equal to is plus or minus c by root of a square plus b square, that is mod c by root of a square plus b square. When we compare with the normal form x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p, p indicates the perpendicular distance from origin to the line. So the perpendicular distance from origin to the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is mod c by root of a square plus b square. Other than origin, how to find the perpendicular distance? How to find the perpendicular distance? If x1 y1 is a point, how to find the perpendicular distance from x1 y1 to the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0? That we discuss in the next point. Perpendicular distance from x1 y1 to ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c by root of a square plus b square. If you want the distance from a point to the line, you can use this formula. If the point and line, these two are given, find the distance from a point to the line x1 y1 to the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0. That is ax1 plus by1 plus c by root of a square plus b square. In the before point, you know the perpendicular distance from origin to the line, that is mod c by root of a square plus b square. So other than origin, we have to change the axis to x1 y1. Now, origin shifted to the point x1 y1. Origin shifted to the point x1 y1. Then small x equal to capital X plus x1 and the small y equal to capital Y plus y1. It is the equation 1. The one transformed to a into x plus x1 plus b into y plus y1 plus c equal to 0, which implies ax plus by plus ax1 plus by1 plus c equal to 0. That is the equation 2. We want the perpendicular distance from x1 y1 to the line. It is same as perpendicular distance from origin to this line, because x1 y1 is the origin with respect to new axis. So the perpendicular distance from x1 y1 to this line is same as the perpendicular distance from origin to this line. But we know that perpendicular distance from origin to the line, that is mod c by root of a square plus b square. C is constant in the line. A and b are x, y coefficients respectively. So the distance is modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c by root of a square plus b square. Because here ax1 plus by1 plus c is constant by root of a square plus b square. Thus we get the distance, perpendicular distance from x1 y1 to this line is modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c by root of a square plus b square. We can use this formula. If the point and line are given, we can use this formula A, B, C, take from the line and x1, y1 is the given point, we can easily get the perpendicular distance. Distance between parallel lines. So parallel lines, how they are? Ax plus by plus c1 equal to 0, Ax plus by plus c2 equal to 0. These two are parallel lines. Parallel lines have same x coefficient, same y coefficient, differ by constants. Sometimes they are not equal x coefficient, y coefficient, but the ratio is same. Sometimes a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. These two are parallel lines. The condition is a1 by a2 equal b1 by b2. In general, if you take two parallel lines, they are ax plus by plus c1 equal to 0, ax plus by plus c2 equal to 0. These two are differ by constant. Ax plus by plus c1 equal to 0 and ax plus by plus c2 equal to 0. The distance between these two lines, that is mod c2 minus c1 by root of a square plus b square. The distance between these two lines is nothing but the distance from a point x1 y1 on the line 1 to the line 2, the perpendicular distance from a point x1 y1 on the line 1 to line 2. Let us take one point, any one point on line 1. Perpendicular distance from that point to the parallel line, that is nothing but the distance between two parallel lines. Let us take x1 y1 is a point on the line. So whenever you take the point on the line, that point must satisfy the line ax plus by plus c1 equal to 0. That means ax1 plus by1 plus c1 equal to 0. That means ax1 plus by1 equal to minus c1. Perpendicular distance between 1 and 2. Distance between 1 and 2 equal to perpendicular distance from x1 by 1 to line 2. Line 2, that equal to perpendicular distance from x1 by 1 to line 2 is ax1 plus b by 1 plus the line contains constant c2. That's why you have to write down c2 by root of a square plus b square. But here ax1 plus b by 1 is minus c1. So you have to write down this. That is c2 minus c1 by root of a square plus b square. That is symmetric form. Equation of the line passing through x1 y1, inclination theta is x minus x1 by cos theta equal to y minus y1 by sin theta, where theta, actually theta is inclination, but here some restrictions are there. Theta not equal to 0, not equal to pi, not equal to pi by 2, because these are in denominator. Cos theta and sin theta in denominator, they never 0. That's why theta not equal to 0, not equal to pi by 2 and not equal to pi. Theta belongs to 0 to pi, open interval, excluding pi by 2. You know the equation of the line in point slope form, that is y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. M is nothing but tan theta. Y minus y1 equal to tan theta into x minus x1. Tan theta can be written as sin theta by cos theta. So sin theta, y minus y1 equal to sin theta into cos theta, sin theta by cos theta into x minus x1. Now sin theta take this side implies y minus y1 by sin theta equal to x minus x1 by cos theta. Right in order. X minus x1 by cos theta equal to y minus y1 by sin theta. Hence proud. Parametric form, it's very important point in all competitive exams. Very important point, parametric point. Parametric form. In this equation of a line in parametric form, that is x equal to x1 plus or minus r cos theta, y equal to y1 plus or minus r sin theta. The line passing through x1, y1 and the line inclination is theta. If we want to find the points on the line which are at a distance r units away from the point x1, y1, then we can use this formula. As well as find the parametric points on the line, we can use this. X equal to x1 plus or minus r cos theta, y equal to y1 plus or minus r sin theta. Now in symmetric form, x minus x1 by cos theta equal to y minus y1 by sin theta equal to r. From this we get r is a distance from origin to the line. X equal to, from this, x minus x1 by cos theta equal to r. X equal to, we get x1 plus r cos theta, x minus x1 by cos theta equal to r. Y minus y1 by sin theta equal to r. X equal to, x minus x1 equal to r cos theta, x1 take that side, x1 plus r cos theta. In the same way, y equal to y minus y1 by sin theta equal to r, y minus y1 equal to r sin theta, y equal to y1 plus r sin theta. Here, plus or minus, that is, there are 2 points which are at a distance r units away from, it is x-axis, away from the point x1, y1, x1, y1. There are 2 points at a distance r units from x1, y1, from x1, y1. It is the point P, it is A, it is B. There are 2 points A and B which are at a distance r units away from the point P, up 1 point and down 1 point. There are infinite points which are at a distance r units away from x1, y1. There are infinite points. All these points form a circle, but we want the points on this line only. On this line, there are only 2 points, up 1 point and down 1 point. If you take 1 point here, are at a distance r, here are at a distance r units. All these points form a circle. We don't want all these points, we want only 2 points which are on the line. What is the line? That line makes angle theta with x-axis, inclination is theta. That means tan theta, sometimes tan theta is the slope. Sometimes the line given 3x plus 4y plus 7 equal to 0. There, slope tan theta equal to minus 3 by 4. From that, we get cos theta and sin theta values. We have to substitute here. So, theta is the inclination of that line. x1, y1 is the point on that line. We want the points which are at a distance r units away from the point, then we get the points by using this formula. X equal to x1 plus or minus r cos theta, y equal to y1 plus or minus r sin theta. These are called parametric equations. That point is called parametric point. Okay, it's very important concept in all competitive exams. You must learn, try to understand that point. Sometimes x1, y1 and r given, we have to find theta. Sometimes here variables are 3, x1, y1, distance, theta. If any two given, we can find the third one. x1, y1 and r given, we can find the points up and down 2 points. As well as points given, find theta. Sometimes distance also given. Okay. Bye my dear students.